Welcome to Reddit Reads. Story 1. Title: My wife cheated with my coworker and didn't care when she got caught. I never thought I'd be posting here, but I need to get this off my chest and maybe get some advice. This is a long story, so bear with me. My 37M wife, 35F, let's call her Emily, and I've been married for 12 years. We have 2 kids, and up until recently, I thought we had a strong, loving relationship. I work at a tech company where I've been for the past 10 years. About a year ago, I noticed Emily becoming distant and secretive with her phone. She would stay out late with friends, claiming she needed a break from the kids. I trusted her completely until one day I received an anonymous email with screenshots of texts between Emily and one of my coworkers, Alex. The messages were explicit and made it clear they were having an affair. I confronted Emily that evening, and to my shock, she didn't deny it or show any remorse. Instead, she admitted to the affair matter-of-factly, saying our marriage had become stale and Alex made her feel alive again. I was devastated. I couldn't believe the woman I loved and trusted would betray me like this. I demanded she end it immediately and go to marriage counseling with me, but she refused. She said she wanted a divorce and that she was moving in with Alex. Over the next few weeks, she packed her things and left, leaving me to explain to our kids why mommy wasn't coming home. It was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Update. Hey Reddit, it's been a few months since my world fell apart, and I wanted to update you on how things have been going. After Emily left, I focused on rebuilding my life and being there for our kids. It hasn't been easy, but I've started therapy to help me cope with the betrayal and move forward. The kids are adjusting slowly, but they miss their mom, despite everything. As for Emily and Alex, they've been living together for a while now. I hear through mutual friends that they've been flaunting their relationship on social media, which has been incredibly painful for me to see. They don't seem to care about the hurt they've caused me and our family. I've been trying to keep communication with Emily civil for the sake of our kids, but it's hard knowing she's moved on so quickly and without any remorse. She's even hinted that she wants to introduce Alex to the kids, which I'm not ready for yet. On the legal front, we're in the process of finalizing the divorce. It's been complicated, especially with custody arrangements and splitting assets. Emily's been pushing for more than what's fair, but my lawyer is helping me navigate through it. I've been leaning on friends and family for support, and they've been incredible. It's comforting to know I'm not alone in this, even though it feels like it sometimes. Update 2. Hey Reddit, it's been 6 months since my last update, and I wish I had better news to share. Things haven't gotten much easier. The divorce proceedings have been dragging on, mainly due to Emily's insistence on getting more than her fair share. It's been emotionally draining and financially stressful, but I'm trying to stay strong for my kids. Emily and Alex are still together, from what I can tell. They've moved into a new place and seem to be living their best lives while I'm here picking up the pieces. I've tried to focus on myself, started exercising more, picked up new hobbies. But there are days when the pain feels overwhelming. I've also started dating again, which has been a mixed experience. It's hard to trust someone new after what I've been through, but I'm trying to keep an open mind. It's been a learning process, navigating the dating scene as a single dad in his late 30s. On the co-parenting front, things have been tense. Emily keeps pushing to introduce Alex to the kids, but I've stood firm on my boundaries. I want to make sure they're emotionally ready for that kind of change, and I don't want them to feel confused or hurt. Despite everything, I'm hopeful that things will get better with time. I'm focusing on being the best dad I can be and rebuilding my life one step at a time. Update 3. It's been a year since my life was turned upside down, and I wanted to give a final update. If you haven't read my original story, check my profile. The divorce was finalized a few months ago, and while it wasn't easy, I'm relieved to have closure. Emily got what she wanted in terms of assets, but I got joint custody of the kids, which was my priority. We've settled into a routine, and the kids are adjusting as best as they can. As for Emily and Alex, their relationship hit a rough patch recently. I heard through the grapevine that Alex cheated on Emily with a younger colleague at work. It's ironic and sad, considering how their relationship started. Emily reached out to me after the incident, wanting to vent and seek comfort. I listened, but I couldn't help but feel a sense of vindication. I've come to realize that her actions were never about me or our marriage. It was her own selfish desires driving her choices. I've let go of the anger and bitterness I once felt towards her and focused on moving forward with my life. I've been seeing someone new for a few months now, and it's been refreshing to be with someone who respects and values me. She understands my situation and has been supportive every step of the way. To anyone going through something similar, my advice is to lean on your support system and take things one day at a time. It's okay to grieve the loss of your marriage and the betrayal you've experienced. In time, you'll heal and find happiness again. Thanks to everyone on Reddit for your support and advice throughout this journey. It's been a tough road, but I'm grateful for the lessons I've learned and the strength I've gained. Here's to new beginnings and brighter days ahead. TLDR. Wife cheated with my coworker, left me for him without remorse. Divorce proceedings have been tough, but I'm focusing on being the best dad I can be and rebuilding my life. Story 2. Original post. Title: Confession and Regret. I cheated on my husband and need advice. Hey Reddit, I've never posted anything like this before, but I really need some advice and support. I, 32F, have been married to my husband, 35M, for 7 years, and we have 2 young kids together. Lately, our marriage has hit a rough patch, and I made a terrible mistake. About 6 months ago, I started feeling disconnected from my husband. We were both busy with work and parenting, and we stopped making time for each other. During this time, I met a coworker, 30M, who made me feel appreciated and understood in a way I hadn't felt in a long time. We started spending more time together, and eventually, our relationship turned physical. I knew it was wrong, but I convinced myself that it was just a temporary escape from my problems at home. I never intended to hurt my husband or jeopardize our family. But recently, the guilt has been eating me alive, and I can't continue living this lie. I need to confess to my husband, but I'm terrified of losing everything. I love him deeply, and I regret my actions more than words can express. I know I don't deserve forgiveness, but I want to try to make things right. Please, Reddit, help me figure out how to approach this, and if there's any hope for rebuilding trust and repairing our marriage. Update. It's been 3 months since I posted my confession, and I want to update you on how things have been unfolding. After reading all your responses and taking some time to gather my courage, I finally sat down with my husband and confessed everything. It was the hardest conversation of my life, and I could see the pain and betrayal in his eyes. He was devastated, understandably so, and needed time to process everything. In the days that followed, we had many tearful discussions. My husband expressed his anger, hurt, and disappointment, but he also listened to my explanations and apologies. I answered all his questions honestly and took full responsibility for my actions. We decided to seek marriage counseling together. Finding a skilled therapist was crucial in helping us navigate through this incredibly challenging time. Our counselor provided us with tools to communicate better, rebuild trust, and address the underlying issues in our marriage that contributed to my betrayal. It hasn't been easy. There have been moments of intense pain and doubt, but there have also been moments of connection and hope. My husband is slowly starting to trust me again, and we're both committed to healing our relationship for the sake of our children and our future together. I've also taken steps to distance myself from the coworker I cheated with. I've made it clear to him that our relationship was a mistake and that I'm focusing on my marriage. It was difficult to sever ties completely, but I know it's necessary if I want to rebuild trust with my husband. To anyone who finds themselves in a similar situation, my advice is to take responsibility for your actions, seek counseling, and be patient with the healing process. Rebuilding trust takes time and effort from both partners, but it is possible if both parties are committed to the relationship. Thank you, Reddit, for your support, tough love, and encouragement during one of the darkest times in my life. I'm hopeful for the future and determined to make amends for the hurt I've caused. Update 2. 2 months since my last update, and I want to share where things stand now in my journey of rebuilding trust and repairing my marriage. Since my last update, my husband and I have been continuing our marriage counseling sessions regularly. These sessions have been instrumental in helping us address the root causes of my infidelity and improving our communication skills. We've learned to express our feelings more openly and to listen to each other without judgment. There have been ups and downs along the way. Some days, the pain and guilt still weigh heavily on me, but my husband has shown incredible resilience and forgiveness. He's gradually been able to let go of some of the anger and hurt. And we've started to find moments of joy and laughter together again. We've also been focusing on rebuilding our intimacy. Physical intimacy was understandably strained after my betrayal, but through open communication and patience, we've been able to reconnect on a deeper emotional level first. We're taking things slowly and rediscovering each other's love and affection. As for the coworker I cheated with, I've maintained strict boundaries and cut off all contact with him. It was a necessary step to demonstrate my commitment to my husband and our marriage. I've been transparent with my husband about my actions and feelings, which has helped rebuild trust. Our children have been our priority throughout this process. We've been honest with them about the challenges we're facing as a family, without going into details that would burden them. They've been resilient and understanding, and we've focused on providing them with stability and reassurance. While there's still work to be done, I'm cautiously optimistic about the future of our marriage. We're taking each day as it comes and celebrating small victories along the way. I'm grateful for the support and guidance we've received from our therapist and from the Reddit community. To anyone going through a similar situation, my advice remains the same. Take responsibility for your actions, seek professional help, and be patient with the healing process. Rebuilding trust takes time and effort, but with commitment and honesty, it is possible to overcome even the deepest betrayals. Thank you again, Reddit, for your continued support and encouragement. I'll keep you updated as our journey continues. Want more Reddit stories? Subscribe and hit the like button. Thanks for watching.